The goal of solving a system by elimination is to try to eliminate one of the variables from the equations. And to do that, we first want to multiply one or both of the equations to get one of the variables to have the same coefficient with opposite signs. So in this example, 4x minus 3y equals 7 and 6x plus 6y equals negative 21, we could line up the x's. So we could multiply the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by negative 2 to get 12 and negative 12 with the x's. Or it's actually easier in this one to line up the y's because we already have 6y and we have negative 3y. So we could pretty easily get negative 6y and positive 6y. So that's what I mean by one of the variables to have the same coefficient. So here, same coefficient of 6, but opposite signs, so a positive and a negative. So the way that we would get the first equation to have negative 6y is by multiplying it by 2. And we multiply the whole equation by 2. So that would give 8x minus 6y equals 14. And then the bottom equation, since we already have the positive 6y, we're just going to rewrite that directly underneath. So 6x plus 6y equals negative 21. So after those variables are lined up with positive and negative of the same coefficient, we add the two equations together. So that means we add each piece. 8x plus 6x is 14x. Negative 6y plus 6y cancels, so there are no y's in the equation. And then 14 plus negative 21 is negative 7. So the resulting equation is 14x equals negative 7. And we solve that equation for x. So divide by 14, and we get x equals negative 7 over 14, which reduces to negative 1/2. So that's the x value. Now we just need to find the y value. We find that by substituting into one of the original equations, and we could choose either one. Let's just choose the top one. So the top equation is 4x minus 3y equals 7, and we're substituting in x equals negative 1/2 and then solving for y. So that would be 4 times negative 1/2 minus 3y equals 7. 4 times negative 1/2 is negative 2 minus 3y equals 7. We would add 2 to both sides to get negative 3y equals 9, and then divide by negative 3 to get y equals negative 3. So now we have our y value and our x value. So the solution x comma y is negative 1/2 comma negative 3.